My role is waste operations manager, so that means I look after all the waste collections across Cardiff and also the street cleansing, as well as the civic amenity sites. We're here today because we're relaunching the Thanks Banks, which was a great idea a few years ago. We just want to relaunch it again because recycling is so important, helping to tackle climate change. We must reduce the amount of waste we send to landfill. And this is just a great example of how we provide facilities for people to put the waste that can be recycled into a different bin. Generally, people's reaction is very positive. I think if we do provide facilities for people to recycle, they will do so. And we've now refurbished the Thanks Banks in the city centre. We're now putting approximately 40 new bins in the city centre as well, which will also have a recycling element so that people can recycle even more of their waste.
They should call it Thanks Banks, but it's a recycling bank, Thanks Bank is the name given to it, but I think everybody else would realise recycling is what we mean. What we're looking to do is get everybody connected with to come into the city, whether they're residents or whatever, to use the Thanks Bank, use the recycling, so that we can do our best to keep it a nice, clean city. And it really means don't throw it on the floor, put it in the bins.
It aims to give more opportunities for the people of Cardiff when they're going about their everyday life to actually recycle as much as possible. This is another way of doing it, and the other aspect of it is the pride in our city, particularly now when we've got the run up to the very exciting opening of St David's 2 in the autumn. We really want to step up the way we keep our city as clean as possible, because we will be having a lot more visitors to Cardiff when the new centre opens.
So I think anything which can nudge people into doing is worth giving a go, definitely. I think the biggest thing is trying to get into the idea of just don't drop anything. It looks bad, there's bags flying around, things like that. It just doesn't make your city look good. Have some pride in the place.
Oh yeah, I think anything, recycling has got to be good for the future, especially. Anything that you would use as you're going through the town and dispose of it accordingly.
Well, I'm born and bred here, and I think it is. Yeah, I think it's fantastic. I mean, so brilliant, prospering city, and it's up to everyone to keep it clean and tidy, and there's no excuse not to.
My granddaughter saw somebody drop some rubbish and went and picked it up and put it in a bin because they couldn't be bothered to. So she's getting the message. Unfortunately, the others aren't.
It's a good idea, and I'm annoyed by the fact that when I go to visit my dad in Manchester, they don't have the same things as they do here. It's really disorganised.
I mean, people get a routine at home when they get used to doing it. I mean, I've got my routine. I do all my recycling, but outside of the house, you just look for a bin and you just check anything in the nearest bin. So having the opportunity in the street to recycle is one way to tackle that side of things, definitely. I think the first impression you get of a city is, where is your first point of arrival, either the train station or if you're parking up around Cardiff, it could be City Hall around there. And I think if there's litter and rubbish everywhere, your first impression is that it's not very clean and it's not very nice. And it's that impression is lasting then. So wherever you're going, you're almost looking out for rubbish and dirt because you've seen it on your first impression. So again, I think the citizens of Cardiff, really, it's their responsibility to make the town clean and tidy, definitely.
Well, it's very clean except for the chewing gum, and I know chewing gum takes an awful lot to get out, and I wish people would put it in the bin. Very clean and tidy.
Clean and tidy.
Yes,
very.
It's definitely had a makeover somewhere.